Hello friends, my name is Vikas. So friends, we have an app by the name Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store in your Android phones. This app will help you in boosting your preparation. Once you have downloaded this app, you can go and log in with your Gmail or Google ID in this application. And once you have logged in, then you will be transferred to this page here. On this page, you will be able to see home, all courses, my courses, and doubt sessions also. So in the courses, if we talk to you, in the courses, if you purchase course from us, we will be providing you with multiple material for your preparation. Material such as your daily current affairs, your weekly current affairs, your monthly current affairs. In daily, we will be providing you with 20 questions quiz, an ebook that is in your PDF formats of the questions of that particular day. Then we'll be providing you in weekly with the same 50 question quiz that will be a compiled and important 50 questions, and also we'll be providing you a compiled PDF of the weekly current affairs in the question answer format also. It will be a very helpful PDF, and similarly for monthly also we'll be providing you important monthly current affairs on a monthly basis. So the same content you will be revising maximum number of times, and it will help you in your preparation. We'll also provide material related to your banking and awareness also, and apart from that we'll be covering all important topics such as your apps and web portal, important days, books and authors, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, awards, obituary, important days, and what not. Everything will be covered in this topic wise by me only. So apart from that, we also provide state wise current affairs that will also help you to prepare for the regional exams. Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So friends, in today's video we will be discussing important current affairs of 4th May. The session will be very helpful and important to you, so do pay attention till the end. First, India is to build first indigenous hydrogen fueled electric vessel. I repeat, it is a hydrogen fueled electric vessel that is being developed by whom? It is being developed by India. Alright, highly important. What is the location where this hydrogen fueled electric vessel will be developed? It will be developed at Cochin Shipyards Limited. So two questions. India is building hydrogen fueled electric vessel, and where is it building it? It is building it at Cochin Shipyards Limited. Which is the responsible ministry? It is Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways that is building India's first indigenous hydrogen fueled electric vessel. And where is it building at? It is building at Cochin Shipyards Limited that is located in Kerala. The hydrogen fuel cell vessel based on low temperature proton exchange membranes technology called fuel cell electric vehicle is expected to cost around 17.5 crore rupees. The 75% of the cost will be funded by the government of India. Alright, as we know, we are talking about hydrogen fuel and electric vessel. So two questions I want to ask you. First hydrogen or first pure hydrogen green plant where was set up at? Jorhat in Assam. Oil India Limited is setting up at. Now if we are talking about electric vessel, so remember similarly China has developed the first electric vehicle cruise ship. If you remember, first electric cruise ship was developed by which country? It was developed by China. Do remember these two questions also. They are important and they are related to it. Moving on. Sagar IX. If you remember yesterday in 3rd May's current affairs, in the last we gave you homework. Alright, so let's discuss that also question. Mission Sagar IX that was recently launched. What was the reason of this? It was to deliver critical medical aid to Sri Lanka. Alright, and what was the name of the naval ship that was asked in the question? That what is the name of the Indian naval ship that is delivering the critical medical aid to Sri Lanka? It is your INS Ghadial. That is Indian naval ship Ghadial is delivering critical medical aid supplies to Sri Lanka under the mission Sagar IX. That is your Sagar 9 you can say. Alright, this is Mission Sagar, that is security and growth for all in the region. As this is a part of Sagar IX is a part of is a mission of India that is delivering medical aid, and it is delivering to Sri Lanka. INS Ghadial is the name of the Indian naval ship that is delivering such medical equipments and medical supplies to Sri Lanka. Next thing, India has provided economic assistance to Sri Lanka nearly about $3 billion in 2022 alone. Say $1 billion credit line for essentials, 50 million credit line for purchase of petroleum product, $400 million bilateral currency swap, and over $1 billion under the Asian Clearing Union framework. So around $3 billion has been provided of assistance has been provided to Sri Lanka by India. Next news is related to Mia Ka Bada. This was the also question that Mia Ka Bada railway station was renamed to Mahesh Nagar Halt. What was the name of the state in which this Mia Ka Bada railway station was named to Mahesh Nagar Halt? So it is your Rajasthan. Important question. If the question is asked that Mia Ka Bada railway station has been renamed to what? It has been renamed to Mahesh Nagar Halt. And which is the name of the railway station, or which is the name of the state in which this railway station is located? It is Rajasthan. All right. Mia Ka Bada railway station, which is located in Rajasthan, has been renamed to Mahesh Nagar Halt. Important. Pay attention to it. All right. Then some other railway station that has been renamed recently in 2021, such as Madhya Pradesh's Habibganj railway station was renamed to Rani Kamalapati railway station. Second, Faizabad Junction railway station that is located in UP was renamed to Ayodhya Kent. Alright, it was renamed to Ayodhya Kent railway station. So do remember these two railway stations also, they were renamed recently. One is of Madhya Pradesh and other is of UP. Moving on. Next we are talking about NCF, National Curriculum Framework. Alright, if you remember recently NEP, National Education Policy, was released of 2020. And one is National Curriculum Framework release, it was released in 2005. So remember recently really that our Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has released the mandate document for the development of National Curriculum Framework. Alright, this mandate document for the National Curriculum Framework under the National Education Policy at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore was recently launched by Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. Was a step towards decolonization of the Indian education system. What is this National Curriculum Framework? The National Education Policy of 2020 is the philosophy, and remember NCF is the pathway and the mandate document which is the constitution to the champion the changing demands of 21st century and the impact of future positively. How this will help? This will help us to make our education better, to bring reforms to our education, and it will help us to provide education to a large part of the students which are not currently entitled to education. This will also help, or you can say this is based on the education for all policy. Everyone till the age of 18 have right to get the education for free of cost. NCF is a society document enabled by setting up a app-based process so that every citizen of the country can give their suggestions on how can we improve the education. NCF is guided by National Steering Committee that is chaired by Dr. K. Kasturi Ranjan and supported by the mandate group in addition to the NCRT, that is your National Council for Education, Research and Training, which is the organization that develops curriculum. It is your NCRT. Alright. Next thing you need to know is what is this mandate document? A mandate document focuses on the holistic development of children, emphasizes on skills, the vital role of teachers, learning in the mother tongue and curricular rootedness. As I told you, it will help us to make the education system better for the upcoming generation. And here you can see we here will be focusing on the mother tongue. Mother language, that students should be taught in mother language. Students should be made multilingual, but the courses at the primary level he should be taught in the mother tongue only. Alright, this will be here will be focusing on the skill development. Alright, also recently a quick fact, also recently a law was passed that you can pursue 2 degrees at the same time, but the classes of or the you can say the classes of these 2 degree should not coincide. For example, you are going for A and 2 B degrees. The time period of this A degree is, say for example, you have to attend the classes from 8 to 4 p.m. 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. And for the same B, the classes are from 12 to 4 p.m. every day. Then you cannot attend in such a way. It should be on the different basis that you can, a time period for the classes of these degrees should be variant. It should be different. Say for example, for one degree you can go for open classes, that means for online classes or for open courses, and for B you can go for regular courses. So this was just an additional information you should know. Alright, so this is everything you need to know about National Curriculum Framework. A mandate document for the development of National Curriculum Framework has been released by our Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. And where was this released? It was released at IISc in Bangalore, Karnataka. And this is a step towards decolonization of Indian education system. And I told you, when was NCF released? It was in 2005. If we are talking about national education policy, no, just remember two things. For the first time, National Education Policy was released in 1968. Then it was edited in 1986. Then it was again released. That is, for the first time it was released here. Second time in 1986. Then remember, in 1992 it was just edited. No new policy was released. And the third and the last education policy was now released in 2020. Alright. Next we are talking about Enterprise India. That is a month-long initiative that has been inaugurated by Narayan Rane. Our Union Minister for MSME, Narayan Rane, inaugurated Enterprise India under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The series of commemorative entrepreneurship, development events and activities were organized from April to May. This event is aimed at Jan Bhagidari activities. Alright, just ignore this. If I ask you, for example, say skill development. Alright, how skill development is essential for our government. If the youth of our country is skilled, he can find jobs for themselves. Alright, he can get employed. He will be contributing to the economy of India. He will be contributing to the growth of India. Similarly, if we transfer this to entrepreneurship, what is entrepreneurship? In a layman term, entrepreneurship is or you can say he's a businessman. Alright. If he is having his own business, he will be earning for himself, first thing. He will also employ various other people and he will reduce employment in that case. So in order to increase the entrepreneurship, in order to bring more and more skill and provide skill to the people of India, this Enterprise India was recently released. That is a month-long initiative. This is aimed at Jan Bhagidari. Alright, and who released this? It was released by Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Minister Narayan Rane ji. Next we'll be talking about India's first indigenous aircraft carrier, that is INS Vikrant. INS Vikrant will be recently delivered to which force of India? INS, it is naval ship, so definitely it will be delivered to which force of India? It will be delivered to Indian Air Force. Alright, India's first indigenous air carrier, Indian naval ship Vikrant. Another thing, which is India's first indigenous aircraft carrier, it is INS Vikrant. It will be delivered to Indian Navy by May 2022. Alright, then remember this IAC. What is this IAC? India's first indigenous aircraft, that is INS Vikrant, has been constructed by whom? It has been constructed by Cochin Shipyards Limited. Who constructed this INS Vikrant? It has been constructed by Cochin Shipyards Limited. This IAC will use ski jump technology for launching the aircraft from the carrier. This will cost around 23,000 crore rupees, and this IAC is 262 meters long, 62 meters wide, and it has a height of 59 meters. Alright, this warship will operate MiG-29 fighter jets, Kamov 31 helicopters, MH-60R multi-role helicopters. They all can be equipped, or they can all be used on this warship or on this Indian naval ship, that is Vikrant, and that is the India's first indigenous aircraft carrier that will be delivered to Indian Navy. And who constructed this? It was constructed by Cochin Shipyards Limited. Moving on. Next we are talking about Defender Europe 2022. Recently, exercise named Defender Europe 2022 was conducted and a swift response 2022 began. What is this Defender Europe and swift response? Let's look at it first. Recently, NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, has recently conducted two exercises, that is Defender Europe and next is swift response. These two exercise was recently conducted, and what was the reason of this exercise? We know there is a war going between Ukraine and Russia. In order to make their presence known, in order to get prepared for upcoming any worse situation, these two exercise, Defender Europe 2022 and Swift Response 2022 was conducted. These two exercise began on 1st of May 2022. And what is the aim? It is aimed at building preparedness and interoperability between allies and partners of the United States of America and NATO. This exercise will be scheduled between May 1st to 27th of May. What are the host countries? This exercise began in Poland and will be held in 8 other countries. Alright, can you tell me the name? This is your homework. Can you tell me the name of the exercise that is based on cyber security? Cyber security. This exercise was conducted in Estonia. It was conducted by NATO. What is the just name the exercise? Cyber security exercise conducted by NATO in Estonia is dash. Comment below. We have done this multiple times. Alright, so I want you all to comment below. If we are talking about NATO, remember it is an intergovernmental military alliance between 30 member states, out of which 28 are in Europe and 2 other are in North America. Here headquarter of this NATO is in Brussels, Belgium, and NATO Secretary Jens Stoltenberg, his time period has been extended till the year 2023. Next we are talking about FidiPay. FidiPay has recently partnered with Yes Bank and to push financial inclusion. So there has been a partnership between FidiPay and Yes Bank. What is FidiPay? FidiPay is a financial technology, that is a fintech, we say, API platform that has partnered with which bank? Yes Bank, to offer customers with seamless connected banking experience. This initiative will lead wide range businesses, small and medium enterprises, fintechs and startups to access various digital services that are provided by FidiPay along with Yes Bank. FidiPay will also serve as a solution provider for UPI, that is your Unified Payment Interface. If we are talking about UPI, can you tell me where recently UPI was developed or became operational? Bhim UPI became operational recently at NeoPay terminals. And where is this NeoPay terminal? It is in UAE. Alright, then remember, if we are talking about UAE, first IIT outside India and grey list. UAE was appointed or listed into the grey list of FATF. If we are talking about FATF, can you tell me who is the current president? He is T. Raja Kumar, and he became the first Singaporean who has been leading or who has become the head of Financial Action Task Force. If we look at some of the key points of this partnership between FidiPay and Yes Bank, remember, as a result of this strategic partnership, FidiPay will be able to expand its existing product line and establish itself as a trusted technology partner for various banks, corporates, MSMEs, startups, and allowing them to target a large market. FidiPay is also collaborating with Yes Bank on a wide array applications including UPI, application programming interface, that is API banking, prepaid card, escrow accounts, payment aggregators, licensing, e-rupee, that is a digital voucher, and various other facilities. As we know, FidiPay is your fintech, and fintech is related to finance and technology. Alright, so FidiPay has partnered with which bank? It is Yes Bank. If we talk about FidiPay, remember, founder and CEO is Manan Dixit. It was established in 2017. Headquarter is in Indore, Madhya Pradesh. Similarly, for Yes Bank, MD and CEO is Prashant Kumar. It was established in 2004 and headquarter is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next we are talking about NSGL. NSGL is recently set to explore various business opportunities in the renewable sector. What are the renewable sectors in Africa? What are the renewable sectors? Say for example, tidal energy. Alright, solar energy, wind energy. Here it is solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy. These all are your renewable sources of energy. And recently in Africa, NGSL is exploring various business opportunities in the renewable sector in Africa. What is NGSL? First of all, NGSL is your NTPC, Alright, National Thermal Power Corporation, GE Power Service Limited, that is your NGSL. That is a 50-50 joint venture between NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporation Limited, and GE Power India Limited, has signed a tripartite MOU. That is MOE, not MOU, has signed a tripartite MOE, that is Memorandum of Engagement, with the Lake Region Economic Bloc, LREB, of Kenya and Procop Entech Private Limited. So these three have signed a tripartite memorandum of engagement. Which three organization? NGSL, along with LREB, along with PEPL. These three organizations have together signed a tripartite memorandum of engagement, so they can together work on the development of ground mounted and floating solar power projects in the lake region of Kenya. Alright, so I repeat again, NGSL along with LREB and PEPL, these three organizations have signed a tripartite memorandum of engagement so that they three can together work on the floating solar photovoltaic projects in the lake region of Kenya. Alright. Then remember, this MOE aims to extend support for the adoption and affordable housing, efficient lighting, development of mini grid solutions, and capacity building of Kenyan power sectors professionals. Alright, that means this will be helping the Kenyan government to grow and develop, because we are here, these organizations are working on the development of renewable power sectors and finding business opportunities in this renewable sectors of power generation. Alright, similarly, if I ask you, tell me, first internet radio for visually challenged people. First internet radio for visually challenged people. What is the name of this radio and where was it launched? It was launched at Nagpur and the name is Radio Aksh. Radio Aksh is the name of it. And where was it launched? It was launched in Nagpur. Similarly, if I ask you which is the first beach festival of Pondicherry. Beach Festival of Puducherry. What is the name? It is IC Pondi. This is the name of the first beach festival of Pondicherry. Next we are talking about Anshul Swami. Anshul Swami has been recently appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Shivalik Small Finance Bank. Who? Anshul Swami, appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Shivalik Small Finance Bank, that he will be effective from 26th of April. Who he will be replacing? He will be replacing Suvir Kumar Gupta, who was the co-founder of the bank and who led its transition from urban cooperative bank to small finance bank. I repeat, Anshul Swami will be appointed as the new MD and CEO of Shivalik Small Finance Bank. He will be replacing Suvir Kumar Gupta, who is the co-founder of the bank, as well as he led the transition from an urban cooperative bank to small finance bank. Alright. RBI has already approved the appointment of Anshul Swami as the MD and CEO of Small Finance Bank. So you need to remember this appointment. Next appointment is of IRS officer, that is Indian Revenue Service Officer Sangeeta Singh. She has been given the additional charge of CBDT chairman. What is CBDT? Central Board of Direct Taxes. Alright, so who has been given the additional charge of the chairman of CBDT? That is Central Board of Direct Taxes. She is an IRS, that is Indian Revenue Service Officer Sangeeta Singh. Remember this, important. Alright, remember it directly. No other thing you will be asked from this, that who has been appointed as the, or who has been given as the additional charge of the chairman of CBDT. She is Sangeeta Singh and she is an IRS. Next thing, if we talk about CBDT, remember Central Board of Direct Taxes. This is a department of revenue that comes under the Ministry of Finance. It is a statutory authority under the Central Board of Revenue Act that came in 1963. This CBDT provides essential inputs for policy making, planning of direct taxes in India. At the same time, it is also responsible for administration of direct tax laws through the Income Tax Department. So who is the current chairman now of CBDT? She is Sangeeta Singh. Where is the headquarters of CBDT? It is in New Delhi. All right. Next, moving on to the sports section. Before that, I want to ask you, recently, BRO, Border Road Organization, developed the world's highest tunnel. Where was this developed? This was developed at Shinkula Pass. Shinkula Pass. This world highest tunnel that is developed at Shinkula Pass by Border Road Organization will be connecting Himachal Pradesh to Ladakh. Alright, remember this thing. Now let's come to sports. Recently, if we are talking about PV Sindhu, she has won bronze medal in the women's single title of Badminton Asia Championship of 2022. I repeat, Indian PV Sindhu, she is related to badminton. She has won bronze medal in the women's single category at the 2022 Badminton Asia Championship. Alright, then remember this was the 39th edition of the 2022 Badminton Asia Championship that was held from 26th to 1st of May, 26th of April to 1st of May in Philippines. Alright, and who won the bronze medal for India? She is PV Sindhu. If we are talking about Philippines, just remember Philippines was the first country that procured the BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles from India. That was a current affair also, if you remember. Alright, next. Then if we talk about some important days, International Labour Day is observed on 1st of May. Then World Tuna Day, it is observed on 2nd of May. Next on 1st of May itself, we observe Ujjwala Divas. Alright, Ujjwala Divas is observed on 1st of May, and the responsible ministry is Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas that decided to celebrate 1st of May as the Ujjwala Divas. And this is the answer of the another question that was asked to you in your previous video of homework. Alright, Ujjwala Divas observed when? It is observed on 1st of May now in 2022, and it was observed by which ministry? Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Next thing, one more thing you need to remember here is about Mukhyamantri Mitan Yojana. Alright, it is a doorstep delivery of 100 public services. I repeat, public services are being offered at a doorstep, and this or yojana or scheme that is related to the doorstep delivery of these 100 public services is known as Mukhyamantri Mitan Yojana. Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, Bhupesh Baghel, has recently launched this Mukhyamantri Mitan Yojana scheme to deliver doorstep delivery of 100 public services. Alright, here remember Mitan, this stands for friend. Mukhyamantri Mitan Yojana, launched by the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, Bhupesh Baghel ji. Alright, this is implemented on pilot basis, and it is implemented in 14 municipal corporation areas such as Raipur, Durg, Bilaspur, etc. of Chhattisgarh. Under this scheme, the residents of Chhattisgarh will be provided with 100 public services at their doorstep itself. Under this scheme, people can contact the Mitan, that is your friend or any individual, on the toll-free number of 14545, that is for the service of this Mukhyamantri Mitan Yojana. The required documents for the residents will be collected from their home through Mitan, who will then scan the certificates and get the process rolling for the issuance of certificate or the service related. Say for example, if you want a PAN card to be developed. Alright, so for that service, a person will be coming to your doorstep, only to your household, to collect all the respective documents, and then he will be going to for the further processes. He will continue the further processes, and then your PAN card will be provided to you itself. Alright, this will be very helpful scheme for the people of Chhattisgarh. So question can be asked, Mukhyamantri Mitan Yojana, this is launched in which part of India? It was launched in Chhattisgarh, and here 100 public services will be provided at the doorstep. Alright friends, so this was an amazing session and amazing current affairs for all the 4th May. Apart from this, now let's discuss some homework to you. I'll be giving 5 questions as a homework which you have to comment below in the comment section, and I'll be watching all those who are commenting below. Alright, so first question. Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0 launched National Behavior Climate Communication Framework for Garbage Free Cities. This you have to tell me now. This Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0 is an initiative under which ministry? Second question. Ministry of MSME recently launched the MSME Sustainable Zero Defect Zero Effect Certification Scheme to provide a roadmap to global competitiveness for the MSME of India. At what percent of micro enterprise will receive subsidies in these businesses under the Z certification scheme? Tell me, this is your second question. Third question. The government of India recently decided to issue a dash commemorative coin to mark the 100th birth anniversary of Jawaharlal Nehru, that is Babuji. I repeat, Government of India recently decided to issue a dash coin to mark the 100th birth anniversary of Jawaharlal Nehru, who is also known as Babuji. Fourth question. Which organization recently issued a framework for fintech entity in the International Financial Services Center? Fifth question. Who recently won the Whitley Gold Award 2022 for the first time? I repeat, who won the Whitley Gold Award 2022 for the first time? These are 5 questions that I want you to comment below. Answer of these questions will be provided to you in the next video. So do pay attention to that video also, because these are very helpful videos for you. Alright. So friends, this was our session. If you want us to continue with such session, all you have to do is like the video, comment on, and if you want us to continue with such session and bring more informative sessions in future, all you have to do is comment, because you know your value of your comment is very high. So friends, this was our session. I hope you enjoyed our session. If you want us to continue with such sessions, all you have to do is comment below and do like our video. If you want us to continue with such revision videos, and if you want us to bring more and more revision videos in future, all you have to do is comment below, because the value of your comment is very high. Thank you. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support@affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862, and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price, and that will help you to boost your preparation.